Hey everybody, it is Natalie from Power Moon Tarot. Welcome to your reading. I just want to say a big happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful moms out there. And I really liked what someone wrote in a comment to one of my community posts, like, you know, happy Mother's Day to every person out there who's tried to help a child or be there for a child. You're much appreciated in this world, okay? And we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Thank you. Just a couple quick announcements too. For those of you, I made a comment yesterday about, you know, opening up a spot for the free reading because I'm gonna be doing 40 of them over the summertime. And thank you so much to everybody who wrote comments. Some of your guys' comments were like so heartfelt, and I was just really overwhelmed with your guys' kindness and response to that. And I wish I could give everyone a free reading. I was like, oh my gosh, when I saw everyone commenting. And I actually just had to ask Spirit for some guidance on who to pick. And I woke up this morning with the name in my head from the comments I saw last night. And I ended up offering the free reading for 2 people. So you'll see who I offered the reading to in the comments if you look in the comments of that community post. And if I didn't pick you this time, then don't worry, because there's still 37 spots that are going to be left open, and I'm going to be doing these readings over the course of the summer. So there's still plenty of time to get in there. And if I could, everyone who commented, I would give you a free reading, because I just thought everyone's comments were so beautiful. But thank you so much, everyone. And we're going to go ahead and get into it. So today's reading is called You're a Hot Topic. Who is talking about you? And we'll be getting initials at the end of each pile to verify your reading. And we're going to find out who is all up in your business, okay? And one last thing, actually, before I start the readings. Do you guys remember the dirty little grab bag? I made this deck. I used to have a black velvet bag that I would pull, like, you know, little things from during readings over a year ago, and then I turned it into a deck. And it's a pretty funny deck, and I really enjoy reading with it. But recently I decided to remix the dirty little grab bag and do a dirty little grab bag part 2. And I don't think I'm going to be able to use it on YouTube because it's pretty crazy, but but I will be able to use it in the extended readings, and I will be able to use it on my OnlyFans page too, where I'm doing 18+ readings there. So if you'd like to be a part of that, I'm working on the deck right now. Hopefully it'll be done. Hopefully it'll be up and running, and I'll have it produced and with me like within the next month. But if you'd like to follow me on my OnlyFans page, you can certainly do that. There'll be a link in the description box below to my page there. I just posted a couple new readings there as well. There's probably like 12 of them there by this time, 12 readings on there, maybe more. There's a couple of freebies on there too. And also, for those of you that would like a personal reading, details for how to request one are in my description box below. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram or TikTok, details for how to do so are below as well. And if you'd like to join me in my other tarot channel, Light of Ascension Tarot, you can certainly join me there. I do a little bit different style of readings there. So let's go ahead and get into it. It is 212, a perfect time to start. We have pile number 1, which is the purple tea light. We have pile number 2, which is the black tea light. And we have pile number 3, which is the red tea light, okay? So purple, black, and red. And just close your eyes, take a deep breath, and think about what color is calling to you today. It may be a different color than you're usually drawn to, right? Just stay open in your mind and what color is coming up for you. Is it purple? Is it black? Is it red? What are you feeling today, okay? And there'll be a link in the description box below for you to, or not a link, but there'll be a timestamps in the description box below for you to go directly to your pile. And yeah, let's go ahead. With that being said, let's get into it. Okay, let's do it. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You chose the purple tea light, and today's reading is called You're a Hot Topic. Who is talking about you? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get into your reading. Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me to the beautiful energy of my pile number 1s who come here today seeking your guidance. Okay. Thank you for allowing me to be the medium in the channel between yourself and pile number 1. All right, pile number 1. I also don't want to forget to tell you guys we're going to do initials at the end of your pile to verify your reading too. So I didn't want to forget to tell you guys that. All right, Spirit is bringing forth a bear, like a grizzly bear or a bear, some type of a bear. Maybe you knew someone that liked bears, or you saw one when you were younger, or somebody called someone bear, I don't know, or maybe it's an animal totem for you. But anyway, so we're finding out you're a hot topic, who's talking about you. And, you know, we're going to try to find out like what they're saying too as well. But first of all, let's find out who this is. Okay, Spirit is showing me like white, warm liquid, okay? And, you know, like it's almost like warm milk or hot milk or something like that, okay? I mean, get your minds out of the gutter, pile number 1. On the warm hot milk, but you know what I'm saying. Maybe some of you, your mom or dad would give that to you when you were younger, or maybe someone had to heat up a baby bottle. Whatever it is, pile number 1. All right, so Spirit is showing me a liquid that's like white in color and it is warm. All right, let's see what else here for pile number 1. What else, please? Okay. Okay. Spirit is talking to me about a toy gun, or somebody that had like a toy gun when they were younger, or maybe one of those like plastic ones where you would go and like play with your friends or something like that. Okay. They're mentioning something about a bop gun. So I don't really know what that is, but it sounds like a toy, something. It's like a toy thing. What else here for pile number 1? What else here? Okay. I just heard letters and numbers. So maybe some of you are working on your writing or your journaling, or you're using numbers like numerology for something, because Spirit is showing me letters and numbers. They're also showing me like cursive writing, or someone who has like really nice cursive writing. Maybe some of you have that, or you know someone, or you had a grandparent or a parent that had very nice cursive writing, or tried to make you have nice cursive writing, like a teacher back in the day. What else here for pile number 1, please? What else? Okay, I just heard a litmus test, okay? Isn't that like a controlled test or something? Maybe someone's in science, or you talked about that with someone recently. I feel like somebody who's in college, like studying psychology, maybe some of you took psychology classes, or you wanted to take psychology classes, or you took them when you were in college, or you had an interest in that. Let's see what else. Like talking about human behavior. I'm kind of getting that energy. What else here? Of course, Bjork has that song, Human Behavior, if you've ever got close to a human and human behavior. All right, let's see what else for pile number 1, please. Okay, I just heard something about putting a moratorium on something. Isn't that like when we say we're not doing something anymore, or putting a moratorium on that? Maybe you guys, someone said that recently. Okay. Spirit is also saying something like benzenoid or benzenoid. Maybe it's a type of a cream or something like that, or some type of, like I'm getting like the energy of a cream that has some type of a steroid in it. Maybe it's a cream that has like, I don't know, I'm not in the medical field, but Spirit's trying to explain it to me. It's like a cream that you put on to heal a wound that has some steroid in it or something. Does that make sense? Also, benzos or benzozoids, isn't that a drug too? I don't know, pile number 1, you tell me. But Spirit is talking to me about these things and more. Okay. Somebody feeling like a little dizzy or lightheaded as well, pile number 1, if that's been you or people around you lately. Kind of like the energy of like tripping over something and being like, God damn it. You know how that goes, pile number 1. Hopefully you guys that hasn't been happening. What else for my pile number 1s, please? Okay. What else? What else, please? Okay. Spirit gave me the Morgan, which is, you know, maybe some of you like the Morgan as like a witch or a figure, or you like the dark feminine like Hecate or Lilith or the Morgan. Spirit's also telling me cherry pie, okay? So maybe some of you are like cherry pie or apple pie on the outside, but on the inside you have like some darker qualities to you, which I love. Pile number 1, if you've got that, or you've got like a witchy side. Let's see what else here for pile number 1, please. Or maybe someone tried to act like they were all American or whatever, but they had a dark side to them, okay? Maybe some people are talking about that when it comes to you, okay? Let's see what else, pile number 1. Anything else here? Okay, Spirit just told me Richard Simmons. Richard Simmons. Maybe some of you had parents or grandparents that would sweat to the oldies or something like that. Richard Simmons, which is like a weight loss aerobics kind of a thing. Or maybe someone here knows someone with the name Richard or Simmons, okay? Or RS as initials. Let's see, anything else? Okay, Spirit is showing me like a ballet bar, you know, like the bars that are, you know, also when you're walking down steps and you're holding on to a railing. I am seeing someone holding on to like a gold railing, okay? And it might be, it's probably not real gold, but it looks like it's like a gold colored railing, or holding on to that walking down the steps of something, okay? But they're also showing me like a balance beam, and also a like a bar that a ballerina would use, or maybe at like those bar classes, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. Pile number 1, I think that's quite enough channeled messages. It's 2:20 right now. It's got to be 4:20 somewhere, right? Pile number 1, the Emperor is on the bottom of the deck. So there could be an Aries, or somebody who's a boss-like figure that's quite strategic about the way they go about their life. This person could have a forearm tattoo as well, or wear the color red a lot. And yeah, so let's go. This person may have a tattoo on them, like only one tattoo, and it means something. It's like for a family member. I also feel like this person has their cell phone in the pocket of their shirt, in the front pocket, okay? So if you know anyone like that, or an Aries here, you could be a hot topic of conversation for an Aries. Let's go ahead and get into it. We have compassion, number 10, okay? And we have anxiety, but it's reversed, okay? And we have death reversed. So death and anxiety reversed, and we have the devil. Okay, so people talking about, who's talking about you? We have Capricorn energy here as well. Now, I feel we have a lot more cards to go here. But I feel like somebody's like, I'm not putting up with someone's shit anymore, okay? And as much compassion as I have for someone, and as much love as I have for someone, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not going to stay trapped in this dynamic anymore. And I'm just done with it. As much love and as compassion as I've shown you, I can't do it anymore, okay? Because I feel like there was a time when you were having a lot of anxiety about the end of something, or you didn't want it to end, pile number 1, okay? And this person that you've shown a lot of compassion to, or people, it could be up to 2 people, I feel, or even more, but this person or people that you've shown a lot of compassion to for a long time, all right? The number 10 is showing up here, so this could be 10 years, 10 months, 10 years even, maybe for some of you here. The number 10 could be important. It could be the day of someone's birthday, or the month of October, something happening, okay? But I feel like with the number 10, it's like, it's over. Like, compassion hour is over. I'm not going to stick around and be in anxiety, worrying about something ending constantly. I can't do it anymore. It's too much on me, okay? So somebody that thought that you were going to like have maybe unending compassion for them and just continue to be there and be there and be there, even though they put you through a lot of stuff. Pile number 1, I feel like, you know, these people are talking about you, because I feel this person or people are talking about you because they didn't really expect, this person didn't really expect you. Like someone could have shown someone the door here and been like, okay, if you want to go, go. And then you went. You know what I'm saying, pile number one? Then you're like, okay, like you show me the door, like fine, like that's it, you know? And I feel like somebody not expecting that from you, like, you know, it's almost like when you're a kid, it's like, if you don't like, you know, living in my house and my rules, you can go. And then the person's like, fine, I'll go, you know, except for when you're adults and you say that to someone, you know, they can really go. So yeah, these people, you know, or persons feeling like, you know, nothing in this situation would ever change. And even though it was miserable for you at times, I feel pile number one, you guys just got to the point where like you're a very loving person, but I can only take so much. And, you know, and here with your throat chakra being lit up with the energy from your third eye, pile number one, I feel like you guys are getting real focused and serious about something, and some things that you've been wanting to say maybe came to the surface after quite a long time, and some people being kind of shocked, like not expecting that, okay? We have sudden wealth, but it's reversed, okay? So we could people could be talking about money things, and then we have coffin, right? We have death, and then we have coffin. So there's some anxiety here. I feel like there could also be a situation with a family or an inheritance where, you know, somebody was actually, like someone in your family passed, or someone is no more, okay? And there could have been some type of money associated with that too. And for some of you here, okay? And they're talking about, you know, I feel like some people talking about how money or how something that you got kind of went to your head, you know? And what these people don't know is that you've been working so hard for so long, I feel like pile number one, with not a lot of appreciation. So if people have something to say about you getting a promotion or a raise, or about you, you know, having what you need come to you, okay? And for some of you, this could be people at work as well, talking shit about you getting a promotion or a raise or something like that, okay? And it's like, listen here, bitch, you know, I've been working for this for a while, all right? And people not understanding like how, you know, how much this is taken out of you at times. I feel pile number one, okay? And I also feel like with the coffin here and death reversed, I feel some of you could have an ancestor coming through and is telling you not to worry or not to have anxiety. Maybe some of you were taking some type of, you know, Xanax or benzo or whatever to deal with some anxiety about something. Or maybe you did that in the past, or someone you know does that and they're talking about you. But I feel like Spirit is, you know, someone, an ancestor here is coming through that is past, that's saying, don't worry, okay? Don't worry, it's okay. And you're going to be fine, all right? And we don't want you to worry about anything, you know, from like when I passed or with what happened. And I feel some of you, maybe some of you here could have been, this is only going to go out to a few of you, but some of you could have been an executor on someone's estate in your family. I just have to tell you what I'm getting. Someone passed, maybe there was money or something, but I feel like you guys trying to be as compassionate as possible with the resources that you have, but other people not really appreciating that. And I feel like some of you have put an end to that. And you're like, I'm not going to go through this anymore. Like, you know, my compassion isn't an endless river, especially for you assholes. You know what I mean? So people talking about how, also I feel someone who didn't get the promotion, or someone who didn't get the money, or someone who wasn't left to be entrusted with something, they're talking about that too. Okay, they're talking about that. Let's see what else. And it could have to do with work. We have blue star, follow the light of your inner compass, the blue star. It will lead you to the truth that resides within your soul. Yeah, people are thinking of you as a hot topic, I feel here, pile number one, because, or talking about you a lot because you're not afraid anymore with death reversed, okay? You're not afraid. Like, you're like, if I have to make the hard decisions about resources or who gets what or money or what I'm going to do with my time and money, I don't really care anymore. And people may be talking about you saying that you're not as compassionate as you used to be, and you're not as nice or whatever as you used to be. But, it's at this point, it doesn't matter. We just have to move forward, okay? And yeah, so follow the blue star. It will lead you to the truth that resides within your soul, okay? And I feel like that's an ancestor coming through saying you're a hot topic in the spirit world here too, with the coffin and death and all of that. And, don't fear that, okay? Don't fear it. There's nothing to fear anymore, I feel like, is what they're saying. We have not over. Okay, yeah, so this energy representing the devil, this person, this could be a relationship as well that you are like, I've had a lot of compassion for this person. I've tried to be there for them. I've tried to help them. All right, it's not working. And this person is talking and saying it's not over. Also, I feel people could be gossiping about you or talking about you because you've had a lot of compassion in the past, and maybe you did spend a lot of money or resources on certain people, and they're like, why do you keep going back to that, or what's going on with that? Okay, so there's definitely some talk here about a person that where the energy is not over, or they don't think this is over. But I feel like you guys are like, no, this is over. I'm gonna stop paying for you. I'm gonna stop giving you everything that I have. It's over. Coffin, okay? We have here drowning. So some people here may think that because you're very compassionate with others, that people can take you for a ride, or that they can get one over on you or something. So there may be a person who is talking about you that is looking at you maybe as you're spending too much or you're giving too much to someone, and they're gossiping about that or talking about that. Also, there could be somebody who is wanting or needing money from you or resources from you, or needing your help with something because they're drowning and they need your help, okay? And they're wondering, like, does pile number one still have the compassion that they had for me before? Do they still worry about me like they used to? Do they still, is it really over with death reversed? Okay, could pile number one help me with some money? Could pile number one help a sister out, or a brother or a friend or a lover, Can pile number one, or a child, right? Would pile number one give me some more money, or would they help me because I'm drowning, all right? And if I don't get it, I'm going to not survive, right? So I feel there's a couple people talking about you, pile number one. There is also a specific relationship, I feel like, where this person is like, this isn't really over. And you and I both know this isn't really over. But I feel like you're like, yeah, F you, it is over, coffin. I'm not gonna feel this way anymore, all right? So you've gotten to the point now where Miss Nice Girl or Mr. Nice Guy, who whatever gender you are watching this, is not so nice anymore. It's like, yeah, this is over, okay? But they're like, no, it's not. And you're like, yes, it is. We have well-being. So people could be talking about your well-being and how you're doing, and that maybe you have too much debt, or maybe that you're not handling your money, okay? Or there's other people around you that are not handling their money or doing things right, and it's putting a lot of pressure on you and your well-being, okay? And it's like, we can't continue to do this anymore, or I need to focus on my well-being, okay? And there could be people as well that are talking about like maybe physical things that you've been going through. And I don't feel like this is malicious, okay? I feel like there are some people who are saying like, hey, I know pile number one maybe has been overloaded lately, or had a lot of stress, or, you know, money issues, or whatever it was for you, pile number one, and people genuinely chatting with you and talking to other people saying, I'm worried, you know, that pile number one isn't like taking care of themselves like they should, okay, or getting the rest that they need. And I feel people that are saying that are being very genuine when they're talking about you with that part of it, okay? But I do feel like there's one or two people over here that aren't being that genuine in what they're saying or talking about. We have North Node and life's purpose, but it's coming out reversed, okay? And we have the earth element and stability, okay? So somebody who is like maybe very stable financially, or is trying to be very stable financially, or is always telling you to get your stuff together here. And or maybe some of you do have your stuff together financially, and other people are talking about, you know, how you're not helping them when you used to help them with so much, or how you're not really helping them figure out their life or their life purpose anymore, okay? And some of this could be like as a parent with a child, or some of this could be like an equal, or somebody who is like a sibling or something like that, saying, you know, you're not very reliable anymore, or they don't know what to expect from you, or that you need to do something more stable and not like, you know, instead of following your true purpose, okay? And yeah, that's interesting. Also, I feel positive people in your life are talking about how you're a stable person and you're following your dreams at the same time, because I feel there are positive people in your life that are very stabilizing to your energy, that wish that you would go for your purpose in life even more, even stronger, all right? And those could be peers or friends that are around you that are talking that way. We have Loon and we have Intuitive, okay? So you guys here coming through very intuitive and sensitive, all right? And a lot of people looking up to you, okay? And you might not even know it, especially younger people. For those of you that are like older, or you have children, or you have siblings, I do feel like there are people that look up to you. They're like, wow, you know, pile number one is like really doing well, or pile number one is, you know, has really done a good job of being a good leader for this family or for their life, all right? Or I'd like to get to where pile number one is. That's pretty cool, okay? And I feel they're talking about you in a very positive sense, or it could be like your employees or the people that work underneath you that are like, wow, you know, pile number one is quite, you know, I look up to pile number one, okay? There could be up to, you know, I do feel there's one person here that really does look up to you. You probably know who that is. And there are two others that are staying close to you because they like the protection that you give them or the help that you give them. But then there is one over here, and I feel like it's this devil energy that is like, I don't want to be a part of whatever pile number one is doing, or I don't like what pile number one is doing, or, you know, I'm not going to follow pile number one and what they say or tell me to do, that type of thing. Okay, so there is somebody over here that's like, you know, and this could be someone that left because it looks like their wings are about ready to kind of take off. This could be somebody that left your life when you like needed them the most, okay? For those of you that are single parents, this could be a partner from your past as well, or like the last 3 relationships where these people are still talking about you. And maybe you know, because you're coming through as intuitive. I feel like you already know who's talking about you. And maybe in the past, this used to worry you, pile number 1. But I feel like these days you're like, bring it the fuck on, all right? I like it. I like it, pile number 1. Spirit is saying, listen to the song in your soul. Trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Recognize that you are unique and that you are loved, okay? Trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing already here what's going on and the people around you and what they're saying and what they're representing to you. Emerge from a busy life and seek solitude if necessary, okay? Especially for those of you at work that you've been doing a whole lot. And yeah, recognize you're unique and you're loved. All right, pile number 1, let's go ahead and get some initials for you guys. And we are going to find out who are these people, because there's certainly this double energy here. And I mentioned a couple different scenarios here. So if you see your initials, their initials of someone you feel I described here, then you know, hey, that's who I was talking about, okay? Let's get some initials for pile number 1. We have a P, okay? Your name, their name. We have an A. PA, that's a state in here in the US, Pennsylvania, but PA. And we have Gap, GAP. Maybe someone here works at the Gap, or someone's talking about a gap like in, you know, money, or like taking a gap year. You know, when people do that and they take a gap year to kind of go like enjoy their life and have fun and get away from the BS. For those of you that do that, or you've been doing that, or you've talked about that, I feel like, you know, a lot of people are talking about that. Some people could be talking about your money situation, I feel here too, but whatever, you just keep doing what you do. We have pack, P-A-K, okay, pack, okay, so some of you needing to pack or go or move or take a trip somewhere too, all right? Let's see what else here. Let's see if we can get some more initials. AZ could be Arizona or from A to Z, right? Let's see what else. Yeah, it's like this double energy saying this isn't over yet and trying to come through as the double reversed. And you're like, the hell it isn't. It is over. I don't care. I'm not having any more anxiety about this. It is over. Okay. I am done is what I feel. And you know who's with you and against you, pile number 1, because you're coming through as intuitive. All right. So some people talking about you saying, I hope pile number 1 is taking care of themselves in a nice way, because pile number 1 is sensitive, you know, and, you know, we have a T. Okay, a T, tap, Taz, T-A-Z, okay, tag, okay. I feel like somebody Gap and tag, like somebody working at the Gap or working at a clothing store, maybe some people at work chatting about you or talking about you. We have H, and then we have E. So there is a man here, and I was going to say that. There he is, right there, all right? And he's saying it's not over yet, and you're like, yeah, some of you guys, like your expressions like, oh no, it is over, okay? We have T-E-A. So somebody here may be drinking tea or likes tea a lot, and all right, we just would need an R, and we'd have here, and then we'd also have great. So I feel like some people have heard that you're great, or you're going to be doing great, like with this earth element and well-being. Some people mentioning like that you're doing great, okay? like ever since you let this whole thing go, like you're actually doing great. All right, we have a J. I mean, given the circumstances, I feel like the people that care about you are saying, you know, given the circumstances and kind of what's been going on, like you're doing great. All right. Jet. I hear, okay, if we had an L here, we would have jet lag. All right. So somebody could have jet lag or be traveling a lot. All right. We have an O, an O. All right. Okay, if we had an R, we'd have the Ozarks. Have you guys been watching that show? It's like in its final season. What is this? What is this hoe? H-O-E. Hoe. What hoe is talking about, you guys? Do you see this hoe in here somewhere? What is going on? We have Theo, the name Theo. And who is the hater? H-A-T-E-R. We're missing an R, but if we had the R, we'd have hater. All right. I feel like some of you are going to hear about a hater who's been saying things about you, or someone's saying you're a hoe, or someone's talking about someone being a hoe here. All right. That's interesting. That hot, H-O-T. They're just mad because you're hot, pile number one. You're hot and they're not, and they're just jealous, okay? If we had an L and a U, we'd have jealous here. Some people are jealous because you're hot, and so maybe they're calling you a hoe. That's messed up. Well, too bad for them. They wish, all right? And hag, H-E-G, I don't know who's, maybe some old bitch is talking about you guys, pile number one. Okay, or someone that you called an old bitch, or someone that was mean to you, all right? We have Pat, P-A-T, or Patrick, or Pat, all right? And interesting. We have a Q, all right? We could have someone here who's LGBTQ in the pile, all right? EQ, like emotional IQ, ET, extraterrestrials with the blue star. Yeah, ET, extraterrestrials, the blue star. Follow the light of your inner compass, the blue star. It will lead you to the truth that resides within your soul. Yeah, and the life purpose coming, North Node coming up reversed, all right? And just saying for you guys to keep working on your well-being with this earth element, keep working on your well-being. There are people who look up to you and care about what you're doing. And if people are talking crap about you, like saying that you lost money or whatever, or something's done for you now, and so you've got to go in a coffin, like it's not over till it's over. All right, pile number one. Anyway, let's get a couple more letters. All right, let's get a couple more letters. Let's see. We have the beginning of the word Japanese here. So someone here could be Japanese, or, you know, from Tokyo or something like that. But let's go ahead and see. Let's go. I feel like I'm seeing like hazmat suit or something like that. You ho. What's up with the you ho? Who's doing that? Okay. Who's saying you're a hoe? That's so messed up. Pile number one. Who's doing that? All right. Maybe you told someone they're a hoe. I don't know. Someone's acting like a hoe. All right. I mean, act however you want, you know. Pile number one, act however you want. Who cares what anyone has to say about you, okay? And we have a C, okay? If we had the R, we'd have crazy here if we had the R and Y, but somebody may, like, that hoe is crazy or something like that. It's like, whatever, okay? And we have coat here. We also have goat, the devil, Capricorn, Saturn. Okay, there could be someone here talking crap. Anyway, interesting. THC, yeah, THC. I mentioned smoke them if you got them in the beginning. We have a V, okay? You know, some of you may have somebody talking about you being pregnant or something like that too, okay? For some of you, do you like to eat a lot of chocolate and people wonder like, damn, she or he eats a lot of chocolate. Are they doing okay? All right. There may be some talk that someone got a hoe pregnant or something like that. Pile number 1, we have gut, G-U-T, gut. It could just be someone's gut. I don't know. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. Pile number 1. We have an M here. M. Okay. If we had a B, we could have like Moab, Utah. For those of you, have you ever been there? It's a pretty cool place to visit. M-U-M, we have mum, and then we have M-O-M, mom. Okay, so some of you, if you call your mom mum or mom, I feel like she's coming through in this reading too. And for those of you that have a really nice mother, then, or a good one, she could be wondering how you're doing and wondering about your well-being, especially with this coffin coming through. For those of you that have lost your mother, especially for those of you that lost your mother very young, because I'm seeing the number 19 here, your mother could be coming through and saying like, don't worry, everything's gonna be okay. Even if your mother's still living and you like her, right? I feel like coming through here and saying like everything's going to be okay, everything's going to stabilize, okay, especially if there's been money things going on as well. All right, we have eat, and then we have gut. So someone talking about someone who's been eating a lot or has a gut, and it's like, are they pregnant or what? You know this is so interesting, pile number 1. What's going on with all these people? Why do they just need to get a life or what? But or maybe someone that's talking about you actually is pregnant or has gained weight or something like that. But anyway, anything else I'm seeing here? I think I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. Pile number 1. Let me see if there's any other last messages I can pull for you guys here. You know, I think for you guys, determining whether someone really cares about your well-being and really wants to see you succeed versus people who are, you know, users. And we have come, C-O-M-E, like come to, you know, come somewhere, go to somewhere. All right. Traveling, someone wondering like if you're going to come visit or if they'll see you or something like that. All right. Yeah, I feel like got jealous is here too. Like somebody got jealous, okay? And said some weird shit, okay? And got jealous of you. And I feel like you guys are very loving and compassionate, pile number 1, but you're nobody's fool. And I tell you what, if people think they can back you in the corner, make you feel anxiety, get you to second guess yourself, they're gonna go right in that coffin, okay? And I feel like stabilizing your well-being and caring about your life purpose, your well-being, and why you're here is the most important thing. Like if there's jealous haters, if there's people that got jealous, that were saying shit, and you, especially if there's a person here who thinks that something isn't over yet and they can still, you know, mess with you, or they can still come back into your life. Like I feel like Spirit is just saying, you know, it's like C-U-M. Come to me, right? This devil is like, come to me, C-U-M, come to me. All right. And we have meet, M-E-A-T, meet. Come to me and say hi to my meat, like that type of thing. But I mean, I don't think you guys are into it. All right. I don't think you're into it, pile number 1. Like compassion hour is over. Compassion is a great thing, but not at your own expense. All right. So that is what I am getting for you, my beautiful pile number 1s. We are going to go ahead and move on to pile number 2. Why did I just feel like this entire reading was over? I was about ready to stand up and go, thank you for coming to your reading and stuff. And it's like, the reading isn't over yet. Oh, move, M-O-V-E, move. All right, somebody talking about your move or the fact that you're moving, all right, or that you want to move. So that's interesting. That I just saw that in the letters, pile number 1. So let me know if that reading resonated for you. I'd love to like get your comments and your feedback. I always look at every single comment that you leave me, and I love all of them. Thank you so much, pile number 1, and take care. Let's move on to pile number 2. Okay. Pile number 2. Let's get into it. All right. All right. Let's do it. Pile number 2, welcome to your reading. You chose the black tea light, and as soon as I said pile number 2, my dog started growling. Did you hear that? Ooh, so maybe some people are talking that mess about you, pile number 2. We're going to find out what's going on. It also could be good things too. You know, being a hot topic can be like, wow, like people are, you know, like they have something nice to say about me for once, right? So we're going to go ahead and get into it, pile number 2. And at the end of your reading, we'll get initials, so we'll get more information to verify your reading. Also, I love this black tourmaline that I have right here, and I think I'll send it. I think I'll set it right next to your black tea light, okay? So let's go ahead and channel some energy, and then we'll get into the reading. Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me to the beautiful energy of my pile number 2s who come here today seeking your guidance. Thank you so much, and let's go ahead and get some channeled messages. Okay, I just heard park it or put it in reverse and park it, okay? So maybe you guys were trying to realign your car or park it, or someone was trying to show you how to park. I can never parallel park to say, I don't even think I ever learned how, pile number 2. But that park it and reverse it reminds me of that Missy Elliott song, like put it down and reverse it, let me see you work it type of thing. Anyway, park it and reverse it, like juvenile, back that ass up, pile number 2. Do you? So maybe some people are talking about that booty, pile number 2. That's always a good thing, right? Wink, wink, pile number 2. Let's see what else. I'm just getting the word macho, okay? So somebody who's macho could be talking about you, or maybe someone's been behaving in a very macho way around you, or maybe you're being macho, or people are saying you're being macho, but let's go ahead and see what else. Okay, I'm seeing somebody that is like sitting in their car but has their sunglasses down and is kind of looking at you. To me, that just means somebody could be watching your social media, or someone could be watching you from a distance, like checking you out. You know what I mean? Like the 100-yard stare type of thing. Okay, pile number 2. Don't be scared, pile number 2, okay? But anyway, I don't think you guys are scared. But you know what I mean? I feel like there is somebody who's kind of clocking you or watching you. Maybe they're watching you online or something, all right? Let's see what else here for pile number 2. Okay, Spirit's giving me the initial N, which is my initial. Obviously, it's not me, pile number 2, but maybe you know someone with there's a lot of people in the world with the initial N, okay? So somebody here with the initial N. Or I mentioned NN, so maybe 2 N's. But let's see what else. I just heard, in the end, nothing really matters. We tried so hard and went so far, but in the end, nothing really matters. What's that? It's a song. But anyway, pile number 2. Let's go ahead. We tried so hard, and in the end, nothing really matters. All right. That also reminds me of that song, Nothing Else Matters by Metallica. Have you guys ever heard that song? What do you think of that group? Anyway, maybe someone here is thinking about you that likes that group, or you know who I'm talking to. Someone here, I'm talking to someone, right? They're in a conversation with me, okay? I feel like somebody here could play guitar as well, or an instrument, or be very musical in some type of a way, or musically talented. I also feel like somebody who likes to read, and likes to read the old school books that have like the black cover, that with the old, with the pages and the hard cover. I'm seeing like a black book that has like, it's hardcover black, and someone's reading it, and it's got like the older kind of pages. It's almost like a book you'd get at the library. Maybe someone here likes to go to the library or is into that. I don't know. Pile number 2, you tell me. Or maybe you did when you were younger. Let's see what else. I'm also getting like that Macho Man, Randy Savage. I think I once channeled that before, but it could be just a message, like a long time ago, I feel. But it could be just a message about someone that liked wrestling or is into wrestling. Let's see what else here for pile number 2. These could be people that are thinking about you, pile number 2. Okay, so Spirit is saying like peaches and cream, or something is like peaches and cream. Maybe it's something you're wearing or a flavor that you like or a lip gloss or something. But let's see what else, all right? Do you guys remember those lip smackers from back in the day? Do they still have those? Anyway, pile number 2. Let's get, is there any more messages here for pile number 2, Spirit? Okay, so they're showing me like a button that you push that says like stop, or like says different messages when you push it. You can put those on your desk at work and people can push that button. But I also feel like it's like somebody like pressing your buttons by making a joke out of things, or like teasing you a lot, or playing a lot of practical jokes on you, and kind of like, you know, kind of maybe testing your patience or things like that. Maybe there's someone who likes to tease you a lot, or likes to pull pranks on you. Maybe you had family members that like to do this, okay? But it's kind of like that pranking type of energy, all right? So let's go ahead, pile number 2. Okay, 9 of Swords, all right? Yeah, I tried so hard, but in the end, it doesn't really matter. You know, it's like I tried so hard and we fell so far type of thing. So for some of you, I feel like this is somebody who's thinking about you. They may not be saying a whole lot about you, speaking, but they may be like writing music or making art or doing some type of thing to kind of get their feelings out. They're still down in a hole and feeling so cold. I feel without you, with this 9 of Swords here, okay? Without you, baby, I'm worthless. I'm living on the edge. It's straight up 3 o'clock right now, pile number 2. So that's got to mean something. Let's go ahead and get into it. So more than anything, there's going to be more than one person here, I'm sure, but I'm getting someone who thinks about you a lot, but doesn't really tell anyone, or keeps it a secret, or keeps it hidden within them. All right. But it's like, you know, you might as well be talking about pile number 2 because you're thinking about them constantly and you haven't stopped thinking about them, have you? Type of thing. Okay. So we have cosmic connection. Yeah. I was just going to talk about like the earth plane, you know, not the earth plane. I was going to talk to you guys about the astral realms. Okay. So there could be some type of astral connection here. It looks like a big like spider type of energy that sort of connects all of creation. And I'm seeing number 11 here. So someone's birthday could be in the 11th month. We could have scorpionic energy here too. Or that 1111 type of energy, that kind of, maybe some of you feeling like this could have been like someone you had a psychic connection with, or a twin flame. All right. And whatever you believe in about that, it's up to you. I'm just saying what I see. All right. Pile number 2. So let's see. We have disruption reversed. I knew that was going to come up. Why did I have a feeling? And we have balance reversed. Okay. Something disrupt this connection, I feel like, and that's why I feel like this person hasn't really ever gotten over it, and they're still trying to tap back into the energy, okay? And also, I feel people could be talking about you, pile number 2, for those of you that are intuitives or, you know, spiritual, and you're very connected to that cosmic source. There could be people talking about how you're connected to that, but sometimes it's very disruptive, or it throws off your balance, okay? Balance reversed, that could be Libra energy here too, saying that normally you're like very tuned in or very connected, but lately you've been feeling disruption or feeling out of balance, okay? And people may be talking about that when it comes to you. I also feel like this person that talks about you or thinks about you a lot is like working and working during the day. This person could work a lot, but they become very uncentered and very unbalanced when they start remembering you in this connection. Yeah, we have the 10 of Pentacles. So this is somebody that could have wanted a family with you or wanted children with you, or maybe you guys talked marriage or futures. And I feel like, you know, people are saying that, I feel some people are saying that you've changed as well, pile number 2, that maybe you don't want the same things that you wanted before ever since you went through a spiritual awakening for some of you here too. And people talking about how they thought, you know, you were going to be the one to like, you know, like just fall in love, get married, have babies, have a family or whatever. But I do feel out for some of you that this life path has gone a different way. Okay. But let's see what else we have here. We have child and it's reversed. Okay. So some of you may be wanting to have children or thinking, you know, talking about maybe a child that was lost, okay? And for those of you, pile number 2, that have lost a child, I'm so sorry, pile number 2. I mean, I can't even. And your family also could be talking about you too with the 10 of Pentacles. This is also like an ancestor card for me. Talking about your ancestors, talking about you too, saying like you are very cosmically connected, but lately you might have been feeling like very unbalanced or disruptive. And some of you, this could be about a child or a child that you wanted to have or a child that was lost, okay? And I'm sorry for those of you that had that experience, or maybe for some of you, you wanted another child, or it's just this grieving around a child is what I feel, okay? Someone, maybe you almost lost a child, like you have children of your own and your child went through something, you know, very hard that, you know, disrupted your faith, okay? And I feel like your ancestors coming through in this reading with the 10 of Pentacles wanting to talk about this, okay? We have here an official person, okay? So there is an official person, which means it could be someone who has a specific title, somebody who's like high up in the ranks somewhere. For some of you, if you had a father or a brother or a husband, you know, and you lost them and you lost a child, or they're talking about what happened, you know, as a result of losing a child. I feel like there's some energy coming through about that, okay, with like a father or a brother talking about someone losing a child, okay? Also, I feel like for some of you guys, this could be a work situation where people are talking about you at work because you've been you haven't been your usual self. Like normally you're very tapped in, but lately you've kind of been thrown off, and they're wondering like, is something going on, right? Like did something happen in your family? Did something happen with the child, right? And they're discussing and talking about like what happened, okay? Or wondering what happened is what I feel here too. Just wondering what happened. Yeah, you know, Spirit's giving me that like, and I know you're shining down on me from heaven. Do you guys know that song? Like One Sweet Day. I think it's Mariah Carey or something that sings that. And for those of you that lost a child, and you also have like a father, grandfather, husband, or someone who's in spirit, I feel like they're saying, you know, I'm watching over that child for you, okay? Or there is some type of official person. It doesn't have to be a man, but somebody in your life that is worried about you and talking about you, okay, about what happened. So let's see what else. We have the blue flame. Connect to the blue flame, which is the light of pure love within you, pile number 2. And it's interesting because today's Mother's Day and we have this child reversed under this cosmic connection, okay? And, you know, some of you maybe, like I said, you wanted to have children and, you know, you couldn't have the family that you always wanted or imagined for whatever reasons, or, you know, and people talking about the effect that's had on you, or, you know, someone saying like, I'm watching over your child here as well, okay, for those of you that lost a child. And my heart goes out to you, pile number 2, all right? So Spirit reminding you guys, connect to the blue flame, which is the light of pure love within you. And that's that cosmic connection, okay? We have here accidental love. Yeah, it must have been love, but it's over now, right? With the 10 of Pentacles. I mean, is it really over though? It doesn't feel like something's over here, pile number 2. It's like, you know, we were so young, or we didn't mean to fall in love, or we were very young, or we were children, or not children, but we were young when we fell in love. I feel like, because these two look pretty young here. And, or maybe it's just like we weren't as, you know, mature as we wanted to be, and we really wanted to be more mature, all right? Somebody here could be talking about how you having a child, for those of you that are younger, like for those of you that had a child young, some people here could be talking about how you having a child like disrupted your life plan or threw you off balance or something like that. And maybe someone in your family with this official person, they're kind of disapproving, but they're also accepting, I feel, but they could just be talking about this, pile number 2. So that's not going to resonate for all of you, but there is something here with that, okay? We have celebration here, celebration and accidental love. Someone wants to have a family with you and love you and celebrate life with you, I feel, pile number 2, okay? And with balance and disruption, like, I feel like people wondering, like, how can we get pile number 2 back on the right track? Or how can I cheer pile number 2 up, right? That type of thing. So we have trust, okay? So there's been a lot that's happened, I feel, pile number 2, between, you know, in the last, it could be, we have number 22 and then we have number 11 here. So in the last like 11 years or 10 years, there's maybe been a lot that's happened that threw off the balance of what you envisioned for yourself. But I do feel like there is someone here who wants to have a family with you, who is, you know, wants to love you and wants to celebrate life with you, okay? And maybe they can't give you everything that you want, like a child or something like that, but they do want to give you, their love, okay, is what I feel, pile number 2, all right? And so I feel you do have someone very loving here talking about you in a way that saying, I really care for pile number 2, and pile number, it's 311 right now, I love 311 as a number. Anything that ends in 11, and look at your 11 card right there. Okay, so I feel like it's like there is this person talking about like, hey, maybe I can't give you exactly the life that you imagined or the life that you wanted, but I am connected to you, and I do care about you, and I do love you, okay, is what I feel. And yeah, we have trust. So again, I feel like some people talking about like your spiritual awakening and losses that you've suffered in your life, pile number 2, because I feel like life hasn't always come easy for you, you know, and you deserve this happiness like more than anyone, you know what I mean? As far as the 10 of Pentacles, love and celebration, okay? And Spirit is asking you right now to trust your life path if things haven't gone exactly as you've wanted them to go, okay? Saying trust your cosmic connection to source, and I feel you guys are going to be getting like this beautiful love in your life, okay? We have Chiron and healing. Okay, yeah, so some people wondering like, you know, if you're healing or how you're feeling or if you're doing better. And I also feel like your guide is here to say, we're helping you heal. Just trust us. I know this has been long and it's been hard, okay? But you're gonna heal. And some of you may have a doctor or some official person, like a doctor or a naturopath or someone that you're working with on some health issues that really talks about you a lot, but I feel in a very positive way. Like saying that you're doing everything that you can to heal whatever issues have come up, and they want to help you. Like some of you may have a special health case, I feel, as well. Whew, that's my dog. That some people are talking about because they want to know, like, you know, maybe some of you had some treatments that other people maybe haven't have. And someone here wondering how you're doing with that. Okay, pile number 2. Excuse me, pile number 2. My dog is gonna have to go into a timeout if she can't be quiet, okay? Anyway, we have the moon and soul, but it's reversed, okay? So someone here, I feel like, is talking about how, sorry, pile number 2. Well, I'll be right back. You know, sometimes life happens and you just have to go with it, right? And so applicable to your guys' reading with this moon reverse. Like sometimes life just happens and we have to trust that we're healing and that we're gonna move forward, and, you know, and that we should follow like the blue flame and follow, you know, keep our cosmic connection, right? I feel like for some of you, your cosmic connection with source could have been like really tested. For some of you that, you know, lost a child, or some of you that you really wanted one, or whatever happened, there was some disruption in your life plan that threw off the balance. But I feel like ultimately here, it's gonna lead to something beautiful. If you guys follow the light of pure love within you, okay? And you trust that healing is coming for you, okay? And people could be talking about you with the moon reversed here, about how, like, you know, maybe you need to like get your feelings out a bit more, or you need to talk about this more, or they'd like to be here for you. I also feel like that person that I was channeling at the beginning is wondering, like, you know, because the moon is the universal significator for the family in traditional astrology, and also the mother, but particularly the family. And, you know, this person wondering, I feel like, how you're doing or how you're feeling. And if things are still really hard, you know, with this moon reversed. And I feel also some people saying that maybe you're not showing your feelings as much as they want you to. And some of you may be acting a little stiff at times, and people wondering like you're not being yourself. And then for the rest of you other people wondering like, you know, maybe what they could do to help, or how they can help you move through some of these experiences, because some of them look quite challenging, pile number 2. So, you know, it's like when the moon's reversed, it's like we're not, maybe we're not dealing with our feelings, or we're not letting our feelings flow, or we're just, you know, we're kind of at that point where we're like doubting what can happen for us, okay, in life. But I feel like, and people also concerned with how you're doing emotionally, I feel. Like, how are you doing emotionally? And also with your body, with Chiron here. Like, how are you healing? How are you doing emotionally with your body? For those of you that have had like trauma with your body or your health, I feel like, you know, there are people that worry about you, that want the best for you, that are talking about you, and that person from the past also coming through here too. It's like, are you doing okay? And yeah, so then we have here, we have personal choice. Wow, this is the animal deck, but actually you guys didn't get an animal. You guys got this beautiful landscape with the tree and the mountain top and everything, and it says personal choice. Close your eyes. What animal do you imagine? What strengths are they known for? What wisdom do they share? Embrace these qualities in yourself, okay? And this spirit just talking about you guys have the personal choice to like make your life what you want it to be. And like, you know, kind of like the choice is yours. And when it comes to everything, I feel maybe there's one thing though that wasn't your choice, that you didn't really want, like, you know, but you have to deal with anyway. But when it comes to the rest of your life, pile number 2, I feel like Spirit's coming through to say you have a personal choice of what you want to do here, okay? And I feel like people talking and saying with the moon and personal choice, like, are you wanting to make good decisions for yourself emotionally that take care of your mind, body, and soul, okay? For those of you that have had body trauma, whether it's the loss of a child, whether it was, you know, like sexual trauma or health trauma or things like that, pile number 2, okay? And I just, you know, my heart goes out to you, and Spirit's saying, you know, it's at this point, like you can be the official person of your life. You have sovereignty and you'll be able to pick what it is that you want. But this 10 of Pentacles celebration and love are going to be available to you. 7 of Wands just fell out. So it's like, I've had to fight so hard for it. And I feel like a lot of people in your life talk about how strong you are, like what a fighter you are, and what an amazing spirit that you have, okay? Even though you've been through some very tough things in life and you've just had to, you know, move forward with the best thing that you could, okay? But the 10 of Cups is on the bottom of the deck here. So it's like, let's not miss our happiness, okay? 1 second, again, pile number 2, I'm sorry. All right, pile number 2. Gosh, you guys, I've never had a reading with so many disruptions in it. Look at this disruption card. Pile number 2, is this like your life at times? My goodness, what? And maybe it's been like that at work, like you've just had to get up and you know, and maybe people aren't used to that. And they're like, what's going on, you know? So that's really interesting, pile number 2. Let's get some initials. I'm so sorry, you guys, about that, but let's get some initials here to verify your reading, okay? Let's get some initials already for pile number 2, please, Spirit, for pile number 2. What an interesting reading, okay? We have a G, we have a T, okay? We have a Z, GTZ, we have an S. Yeah, SZT, all right? S, I was feeling that S, okay? We have a K here, a K, GK, all right? Let's see what else for my pile initials, please, Spirit, for pile number 2. Okay, ooh, there it is. There's an I, Tik, T-I-K. Maybe some of you go on TikTok. All right, Git, G-I-T, Git. And we have here, we have O. Remember when I mentioned teasing? I think I was mentioning teasing, T-Z, tease, T-Z-S, like tease, okay? So somebody kind of like teasing you coming through, I feel like, too. We could have the name Zoe or Zoe here. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else. We have an N. Yes, I was definitely channeling that N at the beginning, and here it is. So we have Zion, Zion. If we had an L, we'd have lion, okay? Maybe there's an official person that's a Leo. The Seven of Wands is Mars in Leo. The word no is here. No. No noise, okay? Like no noise. Like you guys don't need like this mountain, this peace, this calm, beauty, you know, no noise. Like just being able to clear your head and connect with cosmic source, right? For you guys, like it's time to have that, not have a ton, T-O-N, not have a ton of energy on you, okay? We have sun, S-O-N. So maybe some of you almost lost a son, or you did lose one, or it's been very hard for you, okay? Or you've wanted a child, like I mentioned earlier, but there's a son here, okay? Sin, S-I-N. You know, maybe some of you were taught that the things, you couldn't have the things you want with the moon reverse because it was a sin, you know, which is just bullshit, okay? Or maybe some of you feel like you did sin and you did something you shouldn't have done. But pile number 2, like, love yourself, okay, my lovelies? And, you know, like, don't put so much on yourself. We have F here, okay? And F-I-N. I feel like something is F-I-N-S. I feel like something is finished, and not to keep beating yourself up over something. All right. We have fit, F-I-T. Okay. So maybe something about, you know, physical fitness here too for you guys that would be nice, or that would be good for you guys. And we have Tik Tok here. And for some of you, maybe it is like your biological clock and you're like, tick tock, like time waits for no one. Okay. So yeah, and maybe some of you really wanting to have a child, but maybe here with this official person, the person you're with is not necessarily wanting a child, okay? Or something like that happened. We have kin here. We have gin, G-I-N. So someone here could like to drink gin a lot. We have kin, K-I-N, kin, which is like my kin or my relatives. Could definitely be asking about you or talking about you, wondering like how you're doing and what's going on with you, okay? And Tiff, T-I-F-F, like Tiffany or Tiff. Also, that could talk about someone getting in a tiff with their kin or someone from their family recently. Maybe it's not a huge thing, but it is something maybe that needs to be worked out, and that person's been mentioning it. Fist, F-I-S-T, fist. All right, fist. Interesting. What's going on with the fist? Pile number 2. Moon, M-O-O-N, moon, right? We have the moon here. So the moon is very, you know, and of course the moon governs like mothers and sons and children and daughters and all of that, okay? And we have moms, M-O-M-S, moms, all right? So moms and sons and all of this kinds of stuff is coming through. We have Kim and we have Tim here. Yeah, interesting. Moot, M-O-O-T, like something is now a moot point. Maybe that person I brought through in the beginning, you're like, yeah, it's a moot point now. Like, you know, I'm not going to go back to that. Okay. But yeah, so let's see what else we have here. Zoom, Z-O-O-M, Zoom. So maybe some of you do Zoom, you know, you're on Zoom or you're on TikTok a lot, or you're doing a lot of stuff technology wise. We have a J, okay. We have like Joss or Jocelyn or Joss, J-O-S-S here. We also have Jim, Tim, and Kim. Okay, we also have John, J-O-N. And then we would have Tom as well. So maybe I'm calling off some of the names of your relatives or family members or uncles, cousins. I also feel like the name Sophia is here. We're just missing the A. But Sophia, if you're watching this, okay? Hello from me. Oh, there's the A. There's the A. So we have Jan. Okay, Jans. Maybe there's multiple Jans in your family. Jans or Janets. There's a Janet or a Jan. Okay, we have jam. Like somebody's in a jam, right? And needs help, okay? So maybe there's been a lot of stuff going on at work and you guys have been kind of in a jam because stuff has been going on with your kids or different things in your life. And so you've had to kind of, take a, maybe you're not as Johnny on the spot as you used to be, but whatever. You got to have a lot, you got things in life you need to do, right? Yeah, Nat, N-A-T. So Nat or Natalie, Natalia, I know I'm not the only Natalie in the universe here. I also feel like the name Jonah could be here. Jonah or Joan, all right? But let's see what else. Wow, that's a lot of names there. Sam is also here. And I feel like the word name is coming through here too. We have an R, Rim, right? Ron, Anton is here too. Terrific. I feel like someone who says terrific a lot is showing up here. They could be talking about you or saying like terrific sometimes. Okay. I feel like someone is teasing you. Pile number 2. It's literally, I can't even say this. Okay, it's like I am F-A-R-T-S. What the heck? I am parts, pile number 2, from F-R-O-M. From someone, from this person. Wow, pile number 2. I feel like some FKR, like someone hears a fucker or a motherfucker. Anyway, like a brother or someone coming through, a brother or cousin teasing you, or maybe an ex or something. I don't know, pile number 2. Someone is all up in your jam with that one, all right? What the heck? Pile number 2, this has to be one of my most weird readings ever. All right, we have Bonds, which is a grocery store in SoCal. We also have RV, an RV. So someone here could be in an RV. I feel like GTFO, like get the fuck out of here or something, or someone who uses that a lot when they're texting or communicating. And I don't feel like I'm not getting like anybody talking about you in any kind of like really awful way where I'm like, watch your back, like these losers are trying to get you. I do feel like for those of you that have a boss or someone at work and you haven't really been on your best A game, they may be saying a couple things about you, but I mean, or people at work or someone at work talking about like, pile number 2 isn't like on their A game as much anymore, but whatever, like, you got to do you. We have Tia here. Tia and Mia is also showing up. Okay. So other than that, pile number 2, I feel like mostly people wondering how you're doing, if you're okay, and a couple people from your past coming up here. All right. And some situations from your life that have happened. I feel pile number 2. Okay. People kind of wondering like if you're okay and how you're doing. We have Mona. Mona is also here too. Anyway, pile number 2. That is what I am getting for you, my darlings. Do leave me a comment and let me know if that reading resonated for you. And I'm so sorry for all the interruptions as well. Like that was quite a few interruptions. And anyway, pile number 2. Take care, my darlings, and I hope to see you again soon. Many blessings. Let's move on to pile number 3. Okay, let's do pile number 3. Okay. Okay. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the red tea light, and today's reading is called You're a Hot Topic. Who's talking about you? All right, pile number 3, it's 333 in pile number 3. See my clock right there? That has to mean something, pile number 3. We'll be getting initials at the very end of your reading as well, so stick around. We'll verify your reading, and with that, we are going to go ahead and get into it. Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me to the energy of my beautiful pile number 3s who come here today seeking your guidance. All right, thank you for allowing me to be the medium in the channel here. 333 already came up, pile number 3, but I'm also seeing like 111, 222. So maybe you guys have been seeing a lot of those numbers recently. I always freak out when I see my birthday all the time, like as a time, you know, like 518, I'll look down and it's 518. But anyway, pile number 3, let's get more info for you. All right, I just heard that's a hot stove. It's kind of like, that's a hot stove, don't touch that, or just reminding yourself, hey, I just cooked there, don't touch that. I also have a weird thing about that too, pile number 3. Anyway, can we relate to each other, pile number 3? Let's see what else. Okay, I feel like there's someone here who has like a really nice smile, like maybe they have veneers or like really shiny teeth, or they just got their teeth cleaned and it's like really sparkling white, that type of thing, all right? And Spirit's kind of giving me that like Ken and Barbie type of a vibe, okay? That, or someone that, or like a masculine that has like a really, really like nice smile or a perfect smile. Maybe you do as well, pile number 3. Yeah, anyway, let's go ahead. Maybe there's been a dentist trip or you're like, I gotta do the dentist, pile number 3. Let's see what else here. Okay, Spirit is showing me a needle and someone like, you know, it could be like a medicine, or it could be like somebody's getting their blood taken, but they're showing me a needle and someone like, you know, pushing the thing on the needle, okay? Hopefully it's not anybody like shooting up, I hope, pile number 3, but you know, you let me know about that. But anyway, Spirit is showing me maybe somebody here works in the medical field or the nursing field, or someone here works, you know, with people who are recovering, in recovery from addiction or that type of thing, all right? Or takes people's bloods, right? Like blood, not bloods, but blood, like a phlebotomist or something, okay? Because Spirits, that's what they're called, right? Anyway, I turn into such a blonde when I'm channeling. Let's see what else for pile number 3, please. All right. Spirit is showing me like something teal, or like a candle that has like a really pretty teal color or something teal, okay? Maybe it's a shirt. Also, Spirit is saying something wicked this way comes, okay? So maybe you heard that recently, or someone said that to you, or you've said that before. Let's see what else for pile number 3, okay? Okay, Spirit just said jack-o'-lantern, or some type of light or a lamp, or some type of jack-o'-lantern, okay? Spirit's also talking about like throwing shade, okay? Or like maybe you threw shade or someone else threw shade, but we're about to find out, pile number 3. Maybe you guys are very good at throwing shade. It's like, you know, some people can dish it out. Maybe someone was with you, but then when you did it back, it was like, you know, World War III. Like some people can give it, but they can't like take it. You know what I'm saying, pile number 3? So maybe, all right, Spirit's also telling me Mackenzie as a name, or Kenzie, all right? Or the name Ken, but I'm also just feeling Mackenzie or Kenzie, all right? So let's see what else here for pile number 3. Okay, Spirit just told me like Orange Julius, which is like, I think those used to be like, I don't know, anyway. I mean, we used to drink them at the mall when I was a kid, but it's any kind of an orange flavored drink or something. So Spirit's talking to me about that, pile number 3. What else here for my beauties in pile number 3? Okay, it's like, don't open that carton of milk, or don't open that, it's gone bad, okay? So it's maybe something in your fridge has gone bad, and it's like, you told someone don't open that yet, or don't open that now, like it's too late or something, okay? It's like, I gotta remember not to open that, like that needs to be thrown away, all right? Don't open that, it's been too long, okay? Or don't eat that, it's been too long. Anything else? Let's see, one more message for pile number 3. Okay, I feel like somebody here is admiring, like somebody wears nice shoes or has nice shoes. Someone could be like, kind of like a metrosexual, or like dresses really nice, or I'm also seeing a masculine with nice shoes, or somebody who dresses well. For some of you, there could be an air sign male coming through in this reading, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. Pile number 3, let's jump in with both feet and not look back. Who you're a hot topic, who is talking about you? Look at the shade, the 9 of Wands. They can dish it, but they can't take it. The 9 of Wands. For whatever reason in this deck, she looks like she's about ready to go play dodgeball. Let's get on it, pile number 3. We have celebration. Wow. People talking about, like, look at pile number 3. Yeah, baby. We are in graduation season. It is May, and maybe some of you are graduating, or you just hit a major milestone, and people are saying, wow, pile number 3 is doing really good. All right, it's time to celebrate and have good times. We have success reversed. Is that what the haters are talking about here with this success reversed? You know, isolation reversed. Okay, I feel like you guys are coming out of isolation, and like you're really opening up, and you know, people may be saying like that's something to celebrate, or that's a success in and of itself, is being able to open up again. All right, and yeah, and I feel like if some people were jealous of you because you have something good to celebrate in your life, pile number 3, and they've been talking smack or whatever because of the good things that have been happening for you, I feel like these, and you felt maybe alone at times, or you felt like you were like a one-woman show or a one-man island or something like that. I do feel like people are going to have to open up their eyes and see like the person that you've become, okay? And some people just might be jealous, all right? And Spirit's just saying, you know, those people don't really know anyway. Like they have no idea the journey that you've taken to get to where you are today. The High Priestess. Okay. So something here about, for those of you that are intuitives or spiritualists, or you're readers yourself, and you don't have to be watching this reading, but I do feel like there's a message here for you guys about the fact that, you know, you can celebrate a milestone, or something you've been doing has been very successful because you're coming out of isolation, and so people are talking about you. And I do feel like some of you in this pile are a little bit shy, maybe at times, like maybe about putting yourself completely out there. But I feel like you're opening up, and like people are seeing a new side of you, and I feel like they're talking about you because of that. And maybe like certain things in your life you're not shy about, but some new things that you're trying to learn, or some new things that you're trying to do, have you feeling a little bit shy, okay? But some of you here like are very, very talented, okay? And I do feel like people are trying to read into what you're doing or what you're up to. And they may be like thinking, all right, pile number 3 is successful right now, but it's not gonna last, okay? Which is fucked up. You know, that's fucked up if you have people like that acting that way. Like, you know, fair weather friends, or, you know, people that are like judging you and saying, well, that's not gonna last, or that kind of jealous hatery. All right, pile number 3, I don't like that. We have mature male, but it's reversed. Oh, wouldn't you know? Wouldn't you know? All right, so somebody, like if you're a man watching this, there could be an immature male, Or if you're a woman watching this, there could be a man, an immature man that's talking about you. Or somebody just, maybe if you're a man watching this, someone's saying that you're immature or the success isn't going to last, and judging your journey or your spiritual journey. Pile number 3, these people need to kick rocks. They don't know what you're talking about. You're really opening up to something beautiful, okay? And you don't need it. You don't need these, you know, and people may be saying like your success is immature, or that it's not really gonna last or something, or that you won't keep up your efforts. But whatever, these people, they need to, you know, whatever. These people are so gullible. I feel like they follow anything hook, line, and sinker. And I feel like you guys are standing out, okay? And some people don't like that, when people do their own thing and become independent and really start to open up. I mean, you can be 60 years old and just starting to open up with something new. I mean, we're always, with the High Priestess, there's so many mysteries in life. There's so many things that we can learn. There's so many reasons to incarnate and to, you know, and to really soak in all the knowledge and information. Like, we're all students of the universe. We're never not learning, you know, and, people like to sit on their high horse and judge other people, and they don't even know what they don't know. You know what I'm saying, pile number 3? So we have here, we have courtship, and it's reversed, okay? So people could be talking about how, like, you know, maybe like your relationships at times are not that successful, or that you were seeing someone but it didn't work out, and now you're kind of like taking a break from dating, or you're just going to kind of chill on your own for a while, okay? People talking about like something didn't work out in a relationship, but I feel you guys have so many things to celebrate here. This card number 6 reminds me of the Lovers card, which is Gemini in the tarot, okay? I feel like you guys have so many things to, some of you could have Moon in Gemini, with the Moon card here for the High Priestess. But I mean, people just need to, they need to stop, you know, judging all your efforts before. I feel like you guys work cyclically, you know, you do some here, you do some there, you do some here. It's not like, it's not always steady effort with you guys all the time, but you still get to your goals. You know what I mean? And you do it in your own way. And I feel like some people are like, you know, they're like shaking their heads and they're like, that's not going to work out. Or maybe they're talking about a relationship with an immature person that you're with, and they're like, that's not going to work out. I don't know why pile number 3 is engaging in that, okay? But I mean, maybe some of you have friends that are talking like that, but who the hell needs a friend like that? Come on now. We have gratitude. Universal love shines through the miracles of life all around you. Yeah, and some of you guys, I feel like you guys are shining with what you do, your spiritual path, or your life's work, or your life's mission is going to be very celebrated, and you're going to see a lot of good things happening there. And, you know, gratitude for the things that are going the way that you want them to, and realizing life has its ebbs and flows, right? But yeah, like some people, I feel like, you know, not showing you enough gratitude for sticking around or being in their life, okay? I feel some people needing to show you more gratitude and less judgment, all right? And yeah, all right? Because some people have a bad attitude. I do feel like there could be some people with bad attitudes that are very moody at times, especially women, okay? Whether you're a man or a woman watching this, I do feel like there could be some moody bitches with bad attitudes who lack gratitude about things, that are saying things that are just not right. We have commitment here. So people talking about a commitment that I feel like some people are so rude. It's like, well, that commitment was doomed to fail from the start. Like, can't you see? right? I mean, the High Priestess is wonderful, but I mean, the High Priestess works best in isolation. The fact that this is reversed tells me that this High Priestess is, I don't know. This High Priestess, I'm like, no, okay? It's someone else and it's not you, pile number 3, that I'm like, no to, okay? And I do feel like there could be people saying, like, I knew it all along. I knew it all along, okay? And I don't say this very often to people, pile number 3, but since we have the High Priestess and commitment, success, and courtship, I do feel like for some of you, if you have like bitch ass people in your life and you know that they do readings, I kind of feel this may be the only time that I'll say this. I mean, maybe I said it one other time, but I do feel like someone could be getting readings on you or getting readings on what's going on or doing readings about you, okay? And what's going on in your relationship or where you're at, all right? And for some of you, like a disgruntled lover or somebody like that, maybe doing a reading, all right? Pile number 3, I mean, don't get freaked out about it. You just focus on, I hate telling people that because then it's like, well, shit, you know? I mean, if they're, whatever, like, let them get their reading, you know? I don't know. I mean, I'm sure people get readings from me all the time, and I don't always know everyone's motivation for the reading, if it's good or not. Most of the time it is, though. I can feel it. I know, you know? I know when someone's, you know, maybe you guys know too, but I feel like it's time for you. It's time for your flowering. It's time for your celebration. It's time for your success. It's time for gratitude and commitment and these types of things in your life. But people saying maybe you're picking the wrong partner and that's why the relationship isn't working, this type of thing. Isn't it better with isolation? Isn't it better to be alone than to be with whoever, right? But it's like, you know, whatever. Those who throw stones at glass houses, right? Pile number 3, if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen type of thing here. And I talked about the stove, right, with the heat. It says commitment and you are my light, okay? So this could be you guys too, wondering what happened with a relationship as well. Pile number 3, thinking like this is going to go somewhere different than I thought, and it is upsetting, and maybe it is hard to have gratitude as we deal with the ebbs and flows of life and try to understand the reason why things are happening. And we're really here to be celebrated and to shine. You know what I'm saying? And it says, you are my light here. So I do think there are people that are like very committed to you in the sense that you guide them or you help them or something you do with your work, right? You're very committed to it. Or you're very committed to partners when you have them, or you want to be, you know, we have this commitment and you are my light, okay? So I do think there are people in your life that are talking about you in a very positive way too, saying like you're a light in the world, or what you do is important, or you're a light for people, okay? And your commitment to that is showing, all right? And I feel gratitude coming through for you too from the people that, you know, you've been a light for, okay? Pile number 3, so just remember that, my darlings. We have prosperity. Yes, I feel celebration and prosperity about your work, you know? Like maybe relationships hasn't been going the best because people have been, you know, I don't know, maybe because some different decisions need to be made around your relationships, okay? But whatever it is, pile number 3, people are talking about like how you're really getting out there, isolation is reversed, how you're, you know, opening up more to the world. And this is actually going to be the key to your prosperity, okay? And people noticing like your work or what you do and how blessed you are, okay? When you really commit to something and you really open up, I feel like all this prosperity comes towards you. We have the 11th house and friends. Yes, I mentioned friends and it is reversed. So we have some bitch ass people, like I said, pile number 3, and this is number 35. So someone could be around that age, or 36, because we have the 6 here. But I mean, some people talking shit, I feel like, as you're trying to reach for your prosperity and you're trying to open up to, you know, abundance and show yourself and what you have to offer the world, you do have some friends around you that haven't been saying some nice things about you, okay? And I think you guys are gonna find commitment and light with someone really special. And again, they'll probably be jealous of that. They always have something to say, don't they? I mean, pile number 3, like, you know, and we have water, element, and sensing. Okay, so the high priestess and sensing. You already sense who this is and what this is about. And someone may secretly want a commitment with you and acknowledge that you're their light, but at the same time doesn't want to be with you, you know, with this courtship and success reverse, which is bullshit, I will say, okay? And then you may have some friends mentioning things as well. And, you know, it's like, I didn't ask for your advice, all right? Either support me or, you know, get out of here, right? So I feel like with this water sensing here, we have card number 40. So you know what's going on. There could be a 5-year age gap here with 35 and 40, or a 4-year with 36 and 40, but you guys get it. You know what's going on. You're no dummies, pile number 3. I'm not telling you something you already don't know, all right? And I think you've been sensing this energy of, you know, people acting like dicks for a while now, okay? And some of you might have been really pulled back because of that, but because you pulled back, I feel like maybe you weren't putting yourself out there as much as you should, and now you are, and I think that's gonna bring you success, all right, pile number 3? So we have here the sea turtle and protection. Wow, protection for you, pile number 3, because you're very sensitive. You pick up on energies very easily, and because of your sensitivity, like when you open up and show your gifts or what you can do, you know, it attracts all kinds of people, doesn't it? Pile number 3, okay? So Spirit talking about some protection for you guys, okay? It says, you are the master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm and your path will unfold. Yeah. Persevere and you will succeed. We have success and celebration, okay? Prosperity. Persevere and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. All right, pile number 3. And you are going to be a light for other people, and with your commitment, it's going to shine through. All right. And I think you guys sense this already, and are already starting to have gratitude for some of the successes that you're already seeing and celebrating. All right, my pile number 3s, that is what I am getting for you, my darlings. I hope, oh, you know what? I have to do your guys's, oh my God, I can't believe I almost forgot to do your initials. Let's do initials, okay? I'm seeing the number 25 here too, so someone may have, be around 25, or have a birthday on August 5th or May 8th, all right? Or some of you around a birthday right now for my Tauruses, or some of you really close to your birthdays right now. Let's see, or maybe you just had one a little bit ago, but let's see here. Initials for pile number 3, please. Okay, we have an N, an N. The N's have been coming out today, all right? We have an N and a Y. New York, perhaps, NY. We have a P, okay? Prior year, like, you know, like the prior year, this kind of stuff has been going on, but I feel like it's done now. Yeah, there's the D, okay? Done, happy, right? It's done. Like, you know, the NYPD. Holy crap, the NYPD. The New York City Police Department, all right? Did some of you have a father or brother or someone that worked for the NYPD, or maybe this person did, they're coming through loud and clear in this reading, all right? And they want to tell you, you are my light, all right? And they're protecting you, I feel, for those of you that lost someone in spirit, okay? Like they're saying, you're my light and I'm protecting you. Amazing. Pile number 3, that's amazing, all right? That's why I love doing the initials. We have GN, okay? Ginny. We have an A, nag, okay? Like people nagging you about shit, I feel, for sure. Yapping, Y-A-P, yapping their mouths and nagging you about things. And nap, N-A-P, it just makes you guys want to sleep or take a nap. I can see why, okay? It's like dang, D-A-N-G, like dang, like you people suck, dang, you know? Gay, G-A-Y, okay? So maybe we have some of our LGBTQ folks showing up in this pile, okay? I feel like people always like peg you the wrong way. You know what I'm saying, pile number 3? Like you're so much different, I feel like, than what people see you as, all right? We have pad here, so there may be something about a place where someone lives. We have an X. Yeah, an X could definitely be coming through in this reading. Like I said, we had that person, courtship, success reversed. You know, they wanted that commitment. We have the X here. And we have Zaya, Z-Y-A. Maybe that's a name in another language, Zaya. That's a pretty name if someone has that, or their name ends in Z-Y-A. That's pretty, okay? We have B, D-B, douchebag. All right, someone here is a D-bag, all right? It's right there. And yeah, gag, please, right? A DB, a dab. Maybe some of you like to dab as well. I don't even really know what that is. Here we have Zaddy, Z-A-D-D-Y, Zaddy. I love it when people, instead of writing daddy, they write Zaddy. That's so funny. And bag, like get your bag. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let's see what else we have. PB and J up in the house here. Oh, there's a J. Just as soon as I said that, there's the PB and J. And there's J, J-A-Y. Isn't spirit so funny? Pile number 3. Isn't it just hilarious at times? All right. We could have Abby here, A-B-B-Y. Yeah, Bay, B-A-Y, like someone living by the bay or the San Francisco Bay. APB. Yeah, like you guys with the High Priestess in Isolation River, like you guys just kind of went missing. People putting an APB out on you, wondering like, where are you? What's going on? Bad, B-A-D, like people making you feel bad for what you want to do. All right, that's not cool. All right, I saw the NYPD and then we see dad, D-A-D. So if some of you have a dad that worked for the NYPD, they're letting you know they're protecting you, or a police officer dad in general, okay? And I'm seeing AZ here for Arizona too, but they're saying you are my light and I'm protecting you, all right? And I know you sense me. And I have all the gratitude in the world for you, okay? And so some of you may have a father in spirit or a grandfather, because we have grandpa. Oh my gosh. Well, we're just missing the R, but we have grandpa here. Okay, so that could be it too. It could be a grandfather figure. All right, we have AJ here, and we have an Aya. Is that a name? Pia, P-I-A. Yeah, interesting. Let's see. I feel like we could have the word braid or braids, like someone who wears braids or does braids, okay? J-I-A. How do you say that? Anyway, there's so many names I don't know how to say. It's embarrassing. J, but with a J-A-I, right? We have J with a Y, and then we have J-A-I here. So Interesting, interesting. Let's see, anything else here? Let's get a couple more initials here for my pile. The X is a DB, right? Is a D-bag. You, all right? I feel like we have duped here. Like some people maybe, especially with this courtship that's reversed, like feeling like duped by something, okay? And Spirit is just protecting you, all right? Spirit is letting you know, like, we are protecting you. It's not, you know, you're going to be just fine. You're being celebrated here. We have you and I, right? This person thinking like you and I. We have a W, okay? NWA, or what about the WBN? Isn't this the women's NBA? Yeah, I feel like the women's NBA or the NBA or NWA, the artists are here, okay? But the women's basketball, like, I forget, the women's NBA, I'm sorry, you guys, I don't know that much about sports, but that's coming through, all right? And I feel like someone could have had a pet here that their pet name was like Azu or AZAU, or maybe that was someone's last name, AZAU or something like that, or Azu, or a pet with a name like that. Okay, Zip, we have an M, Mia, okay, Ms, M-I-Z, Ms, okay, MD, Maryland. Let's see, we have an M, Mum, M-U-M, Mum is coming through too, like mummy. That's the British, mummy. We have AV, okay, aim, all right? Yeah, Spirit's saying aim high, okay? Adjust your aim and aim high. I got you, okay? I feel like your guides are saying adjust your aim and aim high. We've got you, all right? So I also see Zumba here. And I also see Zima, the drink, Zima from back in the day. BMW is here too. Maybe somebody drives that type of car. Dim, don't let anyone dim your light, because you are my light. You are the light, okay, pile number 3? So don't let anybody dim that light in you. Thank you so much, pile number 3. I hope that that reading resonated for you. And do let me know if you have any comments or feedback on the reading. I would love to hear that from you. Take care, everybody, and blessings on your path.